Today, I want to talk to you about 5 scary truths about people management. Number 1, the top 1% of employees are 10x more productive than the average employee, and the top 5% are 5 times more productive. These are the stars, and this was researched, and the report is in the Best in the Rest Personnel, published in Personnel Psychology in 2012. It's actually 5 separate studies of researchers, entertainers, politicians, amateur and professional athletes involving 198 samples of 633,263 individuals. Very well researched. And we know this to be true from our own experiences. You know, the top coders, salespeople, graphics people in your organization are so much better than the average. Number 2, pretenders, those that masquerade as stars, are toxic and they corrode the entire organization's performance. Again, this is reported in Harvard Business Review, April 2009. Number 3, some of those pretenders may be psychopaths. Could be anywhere between 1 to 3% of the workforce. They're extremely difficult to detect because they are highly manipulative. Again, this is in Harvard Business Review, October 2004, executive psychopaths. We will run into one or more of those. Number 4, organizations that have proactively weeded out the pretenders have grown profits by 80% plus over a decade. And again, that is research in a new game plan for C players, Harvard Business Review, Jan 2002. Now, all of this would not be so worrying if it wasn't for this final 5 fact. Managers are not particularly good at rating their teams. This was reported in the Journal of Applied Psychology in 2000. They did a survey of 4,492 managers across a range of industries, different size organizations, and they found that managers were incredibly biased and they weren't particularly good at detecting who their performance and rating their teams. And what does this mean? Firstly, of course, your rising stars are incredibly valuable. They're not just an extra 10 or 20 or 30 or 40% better. They are, 5x, 10x. Pretenders, they're manipulative, they may be psychopaths. And this is the point. 70% of your managers are actually average or below because they're not on a bell curve. Their curve is very, very different because performance and ability isn't a bell curve. And so it means that they don't know, 70% of your managers, they don't know and they can't know the difference between a rising star and a pretender. The pretenders are incredibly good at manipulating them, and most often they will probably mistake pretenders for rising stars. This means that your rising stars are at risk of leaving because either the issue of lack of pay because they not feel that they've been paid enough, or because they're not recognized and the pretenders are being promoted. And this may end up risking an organization full of pretenders in senior positions. I've actually experienced that with some of the companies that I've worked with and consulted to. Now, what can you do about this? Well, HR Clarity uses objective data analytics to identify rising stars and pretenders. It'll help you support your weaker managers and significantly improve talent management. Thank you for your attention. More information on saphistera.com, on our blogs and other videos. Thanks very much. Bye.